Hi guys, I hope you're having an amazing day. My name is Menstrual and you're watching my new series which is called Girls to Women, and it's basically a series where I get to talk to you guys about a lot of different matters that rhyme. I pick a matter that applies to basically girls and women and like becoming older and all these things, and then you guys ask me questions on my Instagram at @menstrualofficial. Go ahead and follow it if you want to be featured in the next video. You guys ask me questions about the matter and then I answer it through my own stories and draw my lives and tips and tricks on how to handle things better. Also, this video is a collaboration with my favorite period tracker app, Clue. I've been using Clue for 2 years and I basically use it because of its amazing features, and also with last summer's release of Clue Plus we can get like even more insights about you and your period and what's coming up on these things. So if you haven't tried it out, I will leave a link down below so you can download it and give it a try for yourself. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and let's get right on to it. A bunch of you guys wanted some tips and tricks on how to avoid period stains, and I actually have a lot of experience with this because I had the most embarrassing thing happen to me about a few summers ago. Here's that story. This very embarrassing story is actually from when I attended summer camp on a like deserted island, I feel like. Also, this was the first summer that I had my period, so let's just say I wasn't really that prepared. On the summer camp, I was water skiing, climbing, being active, minding my own business, and of course doing most of this wearing my very beautiful light blue washed Levi's shorts. And yes, I was aware that I was on my period, but you know, I just put on a daily liner and I called it a day. So after a full day of doing these activities and having fun, all the campers were walking together towards sleeping cabins, you know, to get a little bit of rest before attending more activities later. I remember me being so happy and ignorant while walking into that sleeping cabin, and then being extremely shocked when changing clothes and realizing that my shorts was covered in red. Like literally, it would have been impossible for someone not to see that I bled straight through. And you know that feeling you get when you realize something extremely awkward just happened, but you're forced to spend 6 more days, nights, dinners, breakfasts with the exact same people that watched you during that embarrassing moment? That was what I was feeling. I checked my bag to see if I had any more pads or tampons, asked friends and the people responsible for us kids at the camp, but it didn't help. I had brought 3 daily liners and 1 proper pad to this summer camp on like a deserted island, was bleeding an ocean, and there was nothing anyone could do. I could tell you the rest of the story. I feel like it's a pretty wild one, but I think we're gonna save it for later, and if this video gets 15,000 thumbs up, then I might do a continuing version of this story. However, let's just say after that whole experience, I've learned a lot about how to avoid period stains, and if all goes bad, how to deal with the period stains before anyone even notices. First up, know your period care. This means know what brands work best for you, and also what kinds of pads and tampons you should be using for different types of days. On the first few days of your period, if you're using pads, definitely use one with wings so you can just flap them down. This way you won't destroy your underwear, and this way you will most likely not bleed through your pants. And if you prefer tampons, use highly absorbing ones. If you're a little bit scared you're gonna bleed through still, use a thin daily liner or a thin pad on your underwear just in case something bad happens. Secondly, have 2 to 3 pads or tampons in your bag at all times. Just do it, and if you're going away for some time, then definitely bring more. Learn from my mistakes. And thirdly, the week you're pretty sure you're going to get your period, keep a jacket or like a big chunky sweater like this one around you at all times, either in your locker or on you, and you're absolutely sure you've bled straight through your pants. Just, you know, tie it around your waist and call it a day. Staying motivated and productive. I think there's a video on YouTube that illustrates this really well, and it's about how your period cycle affects your mood and emotions and basically like everything about you. The moral of the story is that on different times of your period, you'll feel different. For example, at the end of your period, estrogen increases, and as a result, you're more energized. Wait a few more days, testosterone increases, and you'll feel super productive, ready to conquer the world. On the other hand, after ovulation, it's common to feel more tired, emotion gets stronger, and the closer you get to your PMS and doing your cycle all over again, you're not gonna feel that productive anymore. But hey, everybody's different, and as a consequence, everyone's cycle is also different. So what I would recommend you doing is tracking your cycle using a period tracking app such as Clue, C-L-U-E. On Clue you can check your feelings so that you know if you're going to be really emotional in some part of your cycle, and it's probably not the smartest thing to pick up a tough argument at that point, what kind of emotions you're feeling, and also symptoms so that you can be better prepared for when you're gonna have some serious cravings and also some serious back pain. This way you'll know when you're the most productive, but also when it's common to feel unmotivated. For example, to eat healthy or to exercise. Then you know that it's just for these few days that I feel really unmotivated, and also you can plan your month around that. Just remember that Clue is not a contraceptive, so if you want to avoid pregnancy, definitely use some form of birth control. So how do I stay motivated and productive? I know my cycle, I know when I feel good and productive and motivated, and I know when I don't. Having your period in public, aka having it at school. Can we all just like talk about how loud it is to open pads? It's so funny when you try to be discreet, you know, on your tiptoes to go to the bathroom, hiding your pad or tampon in your hand, terrified someone's gonna see it and call you out about it. You find your way into the closest bathroom full of like 10 other people, and you try to be as quiet as possible, but then all heads turn. Not that you can see it because you're obviously in the stall, but you can feel it. You know what I mean? When you can feel someone's looking at you even though you're not in the same room or anything. Well, that's at least what it feels like for me sometimes. But the truth is, right now, 300 million women around the world are on their period. Half the world's population either has had, is going to have, or is having their period. Just to put that into perspective for you, that's more people than currently use social media. What? So now ask yourself, why should you be ashamed to show that you're on your period or show that you actually have your period? So when you talk to your teacher about going to the bathroom because you're on your period, or talking to your gym teacher, just say it, because the more times you're just gonna put it out there, the easier it's gonna get. And also, if you're feeling bad, your symptoms are bad, go tell your girlfriends. Chances are they're probably on their period too, or is starting it in a couple of days. And I can promise you it'll help you feel better. If you want to hide your sanitaries or period products, then go get a little cute bag. It's just gonna make you feel real cute while walking with your pads or tampons inside. And if you find it really embarrassing to open pads and tampons in public, let me tell you something. Nobody cares, especially girls. We all do it. Getting your period in the holidays. You already heard about my summer camp episode, so you know it's important to bring a lot of period products just in case, you never know. However, there are more things you should think about, and try to remember if you're going to have your period in the holidays so you avoid doing the same mistakes as I did. Firstly, I just want you to know that I prefer pads over tampons every season except summer. Because have you ever been pushed into the water while on your period? I know I have. And it's all fun and games until your pad is soaked. Also, for shorts and skirts, or if it's pretty humid outside, or if you're close to an ocean, lake, or pool, wear tampons, just to be on the safe side. This way, jumping into the pool to cool off shouldn't be a problem. Just make sure to locate your sun chair decently close to a bathroom and switch your tampon every time you've been in the pool. 2 words: period cravings. So I don't know about you, but I get some serious period cravings right before my period kicks in. Especially like my sweet tooth is awful at this point. And also I'm really hungry, like I want to be eating all the time. So what can you do to ease these period cravings? Mental Daily, an online psychology magazine, suggests that there are 6 types of food which can worsen your period cramps. However, I think when we think about period cravings, we think about basically like sugary things. Experts say that the sugar levels in your body fluctuate during that time of the month. So consuming too much sugar when you're on your period messes with your already messed up sugar levels and causes inflammations and tends to intensify cramping. And if you're like me and you're already experiencing pretty bad cramping, don't eat too much sugary foods right before your period starts, because that's just gonna make it so much worse. So here are 3 ways to cope with your period cravings. If you don't feel cramps during your PMS, go hit the gym early in the day, and then later you won't be feeling that tight of a pull towards the candy cabinet because you feel like you're just gonna waste what you did or what you performed during the time at the gym. If you're a chocoholic, like me, try dark chocolate, because of its bitterness, you won't be consuming as much as you would if it was milk chocolate. And your sweet tooth is still satisfied. Try keeping sugary fruits available instead of only sweets. This way, if you're craving a pack full of M&Ms or a bucket full of Ben & Jerry's, go grab a banana or apple because it's closer to you. And here's an extra tip. If you're like me and you just want to consume something every 3.5 minutes, keep a bottle of water close to you. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, remember to give it a big thumbs up. My name is menstrual. I hope you enjoyed this Girls to Women series. Definitely subscribe for more of these episodes, and also vlogs, lifestyle videos, and more. My last video is up there, and a video that I'd really like you to see is up there.